So, my last video basically exploded. This is not co-op, and the comments proved something important. People don't hate No Man's Sky, they hate what multiplayer promises in your head versus what actually happens when it's in your hands. And that's what we're talking about today. Because yes, No Man's Sky has multiplayer. Officially, it can support big sessions, up to 32 players in the same session on supported platforms. But the reason multiplayer still feels limited isn't player count, it's the design, the architecture. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the multiplayer aspects and why it still feels limited. This isn't a hate video, this is a let's be honest video. And it's also a comments video because you guys basically wrote my whole script for me. People said things like, multiplayer feels like a hangout room, not a real co-op campaign. Missions are rough. Freighters get weird in co-op, missing, inaccessible, and desynced. And the bigger one, expectations are still haunted by the past, that don't bait and switch me feeling. So let's break it down in plain English. The core thesis of No Man's Sky multiplayer is social layered, not co-op first. No Man's Sky multiplayer is a social layer on top of single player systems, not a co-op first game built from the ground up. It's like you can absolutely play together, explore, build, vibe, take screenshots, do Nexus stuff. So since my co-op video blew up, I seem to have been getting a lot of subscribers, so I just want to thank. I'm going to start basically doing little shout outs for my subscribers. I do have a goal in mind. I'd love to get to 500. Hell, I'd love to get to 1,000, you know. I'm actually going to go by the name of their actual username, so you'll see it on screen as well. So, in no particular order, shout out to Norman_Sky, or we could actually call him No Man Sky, play on words. So shout out to Norman Sky. Shout out to your housemate Andy. Shout out to DJ Lane 50. Shout out to Ghostburger 0619. Shout out to King Conan for Crumb. Shout out to Simon Fox 6854. Shout out to Xeroxin. Shout out to David Kell-K2Y. Shout out to Captain Kill 83. Shout out to Cross_Play Games. Shout out to Royal Gamer S. Yeah, so thank you, and obviously thank you to also the people that have subscribed. These were just my public, but obviously there's people that subscribe that are private subscribers, so thank you all. And again, if you're going to subscribe, let me know in the comments that you've subscribed so I can give you a shout out in my future videos. But the game underneath, that's still very much each player has their own reality. And that's why people keep describing it in the comments like, No Man's Sky multi is like a game room to hang out. Building is fine, but the missions are rough. That comment is so accurate because it nails the vibe. Multiplayer is strongest when you're not asking it to behave like a structured co-op campaign. So, Let's talk expectation versus reality. When most gamers hear co-op, they think shared progression, shared quest state, shared story beats, shared world consequences. You and your friend see the same thing at the same time, and if you build a life in a world together, it's stable. That's why this hits hard for people who've been burned by marketing in gaming. One top comments you got, and it's a real settlement in gaming in general, is basically, I've got zero tolerance for bait and switch. If you weren't that game at launch, don't sell me the dream. And to be fair, No Man's Sky has done one of the best redemption arcs in the history of gaming ever. But emotionally, some players still feel like, I'm not trusting the promise again. So when they load into multiplayer and it still feels weird, it triggers that same distrust. Let's talk about why missions feel rough in multiplayer. It's not that missions don't work. It's that missions are the worst possible stress test for how No Man's Sky does multiplayer. Because missions require consistent objective tracking, consistent NPC states, consistent triggers, consistent rewards, and consistent who owns what logic. And No Man's Sky tends to behave more like you're together, but you're also not. So what happens is, one player progresses, the other doesn't. Someone's UI updates, someone's doesn't. And then you spend half your session doing IT support instead of playing. Funny, because I worked in that field. I come from an IT history. That's why people say it's fun to hang out, but missions are rough. Any IT support, desktop support boys in the chat, leave your comments that you're doing IT. Actually, leave a comment to your A+. I'd love to see how many IT folks are watching. Right, let's jump to freighters in co-op. This is the comment that I need to highlight. The freighter issues is that this is what limited feels like. Now the freighter comment I got is gold because it's not abstract, it's particular. They basically said when they hop into another player's instance, their freighter isn't available. When the other player hops into theirs, the other player isn't visible in group UI. On bases, you can access storage, but on freighters, it doesn't behave the same, and the vibe is, it's small, but you expect it to work. That last line matters. It's a little thing, but you expect it to work. That sentence is basically the whole multiplayer conversation, because limited doesn't always mean not enough features. Sometimes it means the features don't feel reliable. And if the freighter is supposed to feel like your home, then co-op breaking your home instantly makes multiplayer feel unstable. Let's talk about the proximity-based online idea and why players keep wanting it. This was one of the best ideas that I got earlier in my comments. People basically want multiplayer to feel like you're in a massive universe and you might run into people naturally. Not joining lobbies or inviting a friend or teleporting, but more like you're in the same system. You see traces of other players. Maybe you see a ship in the sky. Maybe you see someone's base lights over the ridge. You're not grouped, but but you've connected. Someone left a comment about how they'd want it to feel like Death Stranding, where you know somebody visited that world. And I totally agree. When I played Death Stranding and I saw people leave stuff and the thumbs up feature, I felt connected oddly, that someone actually walked these steps, left something for me to do, right? And actually this has helped me out. And how could I actually leave something for somebody else to help them out? And yet I've never seen them, but yet I feel so connected. Somebody even compared it to the Ghost style online, such as Dark Souls. That feeling in games where you see other players without the chaos. And that's the key. Connection without turning the game into an MMO lobby. Because No Man's Sky is at its best when it feels lonely, but not empty. Here's the deeper truth when it comes to No Man's Sky, and that is that this game was initially a single player survival game, but it's been looped in with multiplayer access. If you strip it right back, No Man's Sky is exploration, survival, crafting, upgrading, base building, and progression loops. Multiplayer lets you do those things near each other, but it doesn't always merge them into a shared life. And that's why so many people keep trying multiplayer, then say, it's fun, but it's not the co-op game I imagined. Because the imagination is me and my friend against the whole universe, the whole galaxy. And the reality is often me and my friend beside each other in our separate universes. So what would fix the limited feeling? If Hello Games ever wanted multiplayer to feel less limited without turning No Man's Sky into something it's not, I think it's three things. Number one, co-op stability for homes. This involves freighters, bases, inventories. They should behave consistently in co-op. If it's your home, it needs to be reliable. Number two, shared mission states. Let groups opt into shared progression for this mission. Not everything, just this run that you're synced to. And number three, proximity online plus player traces. Let the universe feel populated through signals, not lobbies. Because most players aren't asking for an MMO. They're asking for the universe to feel live. So here's the question. When you say multiplayer feels limited to a No Man's Sky community out there, do you mean it's missing features? It's missing reliability? Or it's missing that feeling of shared reality? Because those are different problems. And I want your answers, because I'm also working on something inside the No Man's Sky universe itself. A new project that you might have seen me talk about called The Planet Log. It's a documentary style journey exploring the 18 quintillion planets. Initially the idea was to do it over live stream. But if you've seen my recent video, you'll have seen that I'm changing direction. And I think the best way to really do this journey is through structured videos on a weekly basis. And I think genuinely it's going to feel different from anything else happening in No Man's Sky right now, or even this year as we approach the 10-year anniversary. I'm really looking forward to launching this project. I'm really seeing what people think. So if you care about the future of multiplayer, if you care about where this universe could go, subscribe. Because this isn't analysis anymore, and not everything in this universe is random. Some things are connected. I'm S.B.M Mike, and this is the Planet Log.